Hi, I'm Scott with GNZ Financial, and thank you for watching our on-demand webinar exclusively for State of Michigan employees. And for State of Michigan employees, we're going to be talking about your roadmap to retirement. So again, welcome to our on-demand webinar in your roadmap to retirement exclusively for State of Michigan employees. And before we get started, I again wanted to say welcome. We're so glad you could join us, and more importantly, thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing at the State of Michigan. We truly appreciate it. So again, today we're going to be talking about your roadmap to retirement. And this is the first of several series of on-demand webinars exclusively for State of Michigan employees. And there's actually 6 of these, 6 chapters. The first one is an overview and what plan are you a member of? And then chapter 2, the defined benefit plan. So people that are part of the pension plan, watch chapter 2. For people that are in the defined contribution plan, you can skip chapter 2 and move right on to chapter 3, the defined contribution plan. And then we have Social Security and investments. Healthcare. Healthcare is one of the biggest costs for retirees. In chapter 5, we're going to talk about healthcare options for State of Michigan employees. And you have some great options. And then chapter 6 is our conclusion, putting it all together and talking about the next steps for you to take control of your retirement plan and your path towards a great retirement. So a little bit about me. Again, I'm Scott Hilliard with GNZ Financial. And at GNZ Financial, we have extensive experience helping State of Michigan employees just like you. We're based in Troy, Michigan, but we work with State of Michigan employees every day across the state. And again, we know the details and the nuances of the State of Michigan system, and we're here to help people just like you chart their path towards a great retirement. And in addition to that, I've also been in the finance and accounting space for 20 years. I'm a CPA and a certified financial planner. So forgive me if I get a little nerdy in some of these videos, but I love helping people with their retirement planning. So at GNZ, we've created a proprietary process that's really based, again, on crafting our path towards retirement. The first step of that, there's 7 pillars to that. The first one is retirement planning. Over our videos, we'll talk about, a lot of that, of building out your retirement plan. The second thing is wealth management and investments. So the goal is to continue to build up your wealth, your investments, so that money can work for you in retirement, so you don't have to work as hard. Social Security. We'll talk about that and some different strategies. How do we think about Social Security? How do we maximize those benefits over your lifetime? And then risks. Hey, we know there's a lot of risks out there, right? The stock market's a volatile place, ups and downs. And we keep hearing on the news that Social Security may not be around when you retire. How do we think about those things and try to mitigate them wherever possible? And then taxes. Taxes will continue to rear their ugly head in retirement. We want to think about strategies now and over the long run for taxes and your retirement planning. And then legacy. We're only on this earth for so long. What's the legacy that you want to leave behind? And we talk about that all the time with our clients. And lastly, value-added services. Again, these things kind of ebb and flow of importance over time. We're here to support our clients wherever they are on that journey of life. And all of this falls under our proprietary process, customized for State of Michigan employees just like you. And again, we call it our State of Michigan Retirement Roadmap. And again, we'll talk about some of those concepts throughout this video series. So the State of Michigan Retirement System. Again, today we want to talk about just kind of a quick overview. What plan are you a member of? And this is the first starting spot that we always start with, is what plan are you in? And there's kind of 2 different plans, the defined benefit plan, the old pension plan, or the defined contribution plan. So this is people in the 401k plan that get a match from the State of Michigan. And then we have a lot of people that we talk with that just don't have a clue. And if that's you, that's okay. Again, that's why we're creating these on-demand webinars, is to help inform you, because we truly believe knowledge is power. So let's look at that, kind of an overview of the plan. Again, there's 2 plans. It starts with the defined benefit plan. And for people that are in the defined benefit plan, you started with the State of Michigan. Your original start date was on or before March 30th, 1997. And even if you converted to the defined contribution plan, and there were several options to switch plans, but even if you converted over, you're still a member of the defined benefit, the pension plan for healthcare purposes. And we'll talk about that later on. And then the second plan, the defined contribution. Again, this is the 401k plan with employer match. And you're in this plan if you were hired on or after March 31st, 1997. All right. So again, we'll talk about all of that in more details as part of our ongoing webinar series. So your roadmap to retirement, 6 chapters that we're going to talk about all the details of your state of Michigan benefits. Chapter 1, check. Congratulations, we got that done. Then the next videos, it really depends on what plan you're in. If you're in the pension plan, please watch Chapter 2, the defined benefit plan. And if you're in the defined contribution plan, please continue on to Chapter 3, the defined contribution plan. And so with all that information, we're going to talk about your benefits and how do you maximize those benefits to make the most out of your retirement. And we always like to say, again, knowledge is power, but you need to take action. And so a couple next steps is please continue to watch our chapters on our series, the State of Michigan Roadmap to Retirement. Subscribe to our channel. We're going to continue to post great content for State of Michigan employees. Please subscribe to our station. And if you have an urgent need to talk with someone about your financial plan or your retirement plan, we're here to help. You can use the link in the comment section below, or just use that QR code, and we're here to chat with you if you ever have an urgent need to talk about your situation. Again, thank you for watching, and thank you for everything you do with the state of Michigan. We truly appreciate it. Have a great day, and we look forward to staying connected.